Hey, what's happening, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, geniuses around the world. L.A. Williams here to discuss overcoming objections. So, just yesterday, I had a young lady who I was meeting with, and man, it was the perfect example of overcoming objections. And I would have just cut the recording off and uploaded it, but man, I found out it wasn't being recorded, so I was angry. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to have my wife, we're going to reenact it, and we're going to have her play the part of the young lady who I was meeting with yesterday. So, how did we get this thing kicked off? She basically hit me with the, LA, well, this is something I'm going to have to think about. So say something like that.
LA, I think I'm gonna have to think about this.
Okay, I got it. So share with me, what's the number one thing while you're thinking? What's the number one thing you're going to be pondering?
As far as like time, just thinking, because I have a very demanding job.
Right.
And I'm a central employee right now.
Gotcha.
So when I get off of work, I'm tired. So just to know if I have like the energy to put into this, you know, the way it's needed.
Right. No, I totally respect that. Really, I appreciate you sharing that. So tell me this, how much time do you feel like something like this would actually take?
Yeah, I guess, at least a few hours a day.
A few hours a day. Okay, cool. And so let's just say it was 2 hours a day, not even three, if it was three, right? So let's just say it was 2 hours a day. How much would that need to pay you, and how often would you think you need to do it? Would you say?
I guess at least 5 days a week, I guess.
Okay. All right, got you. So 5 days a week, 2 hours a day, that's 10 hours, right? And if it did take that amount of time, how much would that have to pay you in order to make it worth it?
I would guess at least what I'm making now.
Okay. All right, good. And so I remember you told me that you were a mail carrier, and I think Candace said you guys make about $17, $18. So let's just say it's $20, right? So $20 an hour for 10 hours a week. That's $200 a week, which is about $800 a month. Is that accurate?
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. I mean, just follow me here, right? So here's the thing. So I understand where you're coming from, and just to be 100% just clear and transparent with you, my very first month license, right? I made $1,300 helping 3 people. Okay, so that was about 3, maybe 4 hours of my time. Okay, my second month, I actually made $800 not helping a single soul. Now I know that's not what you're all about, right? Because you want to do the work yourself. You don't want to build a team, but that's just what I was into, right? So yeah, I just kind of wanted to share with you that if you were to do 10 hours a week, you blow that 800 out the water, right? Now, honestly, it wouldn't take 10 hours, a week, 2 hours every single day. I wouldn't even recommend that. What I might recommend is 2 hours, 2 days a week. Okay? So would that be fair?
Sure.
Okay. So what should we do now? What should we do from here?
Can I get back to you?
Okay, I got it. So what's the, because it still sounds like something is on your mind. So you mind sharing with me what that is?
Just because I've been in this industry before, and
Right.
It didn't really yield enough like income for me to put, before.
Right. So it didn't work out the last time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I totally understand where you come from. Let me ask you, was it supposed to work out the first time?
I would think so.
Got you. Naima, let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of WD-40?
Yep.
Yeah, WD-40, right? Any idea why it's called that?
They like the number 40.
Yeah, that's what a lot of us think. No, the truth of the matter is, what happened was he tried 39 other times before he came up with a formula that worked. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so, see, a lot of us don't learn about entrepreneurship and, how stuff works. It's not generally supposed to work out. Like, I could probably count on one hand, I can't think of any, right, of people who just started a business the first time and it just worked for them. Usually what happens is they start a business and it fails. They start a business and it fails. They start a business and it succeeds. You see what I'm saying? Let me ask you another question. It's going to be very similar. You ever heard of 7-Up?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7-Up. See, and if I were to ask you, how come it's called 7-Up, you probably say what?
Like a 7's their favorite number?
No, after I just educated you, you would say.
Oh,
right?
Gotcha. So I guess it took them 7 tries to get it right?
Right. See, here's the real story. What happened is there was a gentleman who came up with a soda called 1-Up, right? And everybody hated it. And then he had, all right, well, I'm going to try it a second time, a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time, and a sixth time. And then after that, he gave up. He said, I'm done with this. He put the stuff on the shelf. Somebody came in his store one day and was like, hey, what's going on? They had a conversation. He's like, yeah, I tried this formula. He was like, ooh, can I do it? And they were like, yeah. He made one little change and made 7-Up, and it was wildly successful.
Gotcha.
So that's more so the story about someone quitting, right before they're like 3 feet from gold. I don't know if you ever heard that story before. I can tell you that another time. But you see what I'm saying? A lot of times we just, let me ask you this. You're, a grown woman now. You probably had your heart broken before in the past. Am I right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, right? But now, you're married, right, to an awesome gentleman, right? Like, no, I'm joking, right? But no, but you're married, and so it's not like that's your be-all, end-all. Am I right? It's not like it was over that time the heart broke, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, let me ask you this. Based off what we're sharing, what should we do from here?
I'm not sure.
You think we should give it a shot?
How
How about we just give it a shot?
Okay.
Right? And so that's basically how it went down, y'all. So now my wife wasn't a part of the presentation, so she doesn't know. She didn't hear all the ladies' objections and all, and how she was responding to me. But that's generally how it goes. So hey, I'm open to the feedback. Let me know what you guys heard, what y'all thought. What you got out of it. I like to do that whole flip back on them thing. You know what I'm saying? Is it supposed to work the first time? How much time do you think it is that you need, right? I love selling through asking questions. We call it the Socratic selling method. So anyway, appreciate y'all.